Yo, hi everyone, I'm Shem. I was running Octopath 2 the other day, and now I'm here to run LEGO Star Wars. But this time I'm joined with a lovely commentator, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Rebel Dragon 95. I run a load of different games. Unfortunately, this isn't one of them, but I do know a lot about this game in this run because I've been hanging around with Shem and Laser Trap for a good while.
So the time starts when we load into this first level. So in about 3, 2, 1, go. So this is obviously not the version of LEGO Star Wars you're probably used to. This is, in fact, the DS version, which is a completely different build entirely. And one of the major differences is Yoda in particular. He moves very quickly with his just base lightsaber attacks. So you just chain 3 of those together and then go into a single jump, and that conserves the momentum and lets you go very fast. And it is the main method of transportation through each of the various levels in this run.
Yeah, Yoda is pretty much just like the god character for this game, outside of like a couple of instances where we use the custom character. Because custom character is also pretty up there with the tier list of good characters.
Yeah, and something special Yoda can do, he can clip through basically any wall he wants. So, Rebel, do you mind explaining that?
Yeah, so by approaching a door from a slight angle and then holding into the door within a certain frame window, Yoda will just pop straight through it. If the door is like flat facing you and the camera's flat facing you, they're not too difficult, but there are some really annoying ones where like there's a door to like the right of you and you have to like approach it from a weird angle and then hold into it.
Yeah, that second door clip I did there is either you get it first try or you get it.
Yeah, or you don't get it at all. Yeah.
So I was very silently popping off right there. So I guess we should just explain what this category actually is. So this is free play. So there's just the standard like any percent, 100% in this game. But free play is a very special category. So in every LEGO game, there is a story mode, which is just, beating the levels as intended, just the characters who are supposed to be there. So for example, in this level, there's like, this is a bad time to find out I don't know any Star Wars characters. You get Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn at some point. I know that.
You have Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Queen Amidala, and someone else here. One of the generic soldier guys. It might be the captain guy. But yeah, you basically run around as 2 characters with like guns for a little bit, and then you get Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon towards the end. But yeah, during the story. But in free play, you just have basically free reign of any character.
Another clip here.
Yep. That one can be a little, this one is a little bit awkward, yeah.
This level kind of just gets increasingly difficult with each clip you do.
Yeah,
so the first one is facing forward, and it's pretty easy. The second one, facing at a bit of an angle, but you've got a lot of space for it. And then this door clip right here has everything. So it's a thin space to clip through, which makes it harder, and it's also at a angle, which makes it even harder. So let's see how it goes here.
Yeah, so, that was really good, yeah.
So pick Yoda again, of course.
Yep.
And we're going to use an interesting sort of strategy for this fight, hopefully.
Yeah. So he's going to try and throw bombs at particular angles to both destroy the droids and/or hit Darth Maul. And essentially now when he now when he does his first force thing, he should just you didn't get the right angle there, but that's fine. But if you get the bomb throws correct, he just dies from that one. And then you don't need to use force on the bridge because Yoda can just jump over it because he's really good like that. This is known as the Room of Pointlessness to Jono.
Yeah, the casual strategy here is to just pull 4 sets of levers.
Yeah.
But in free play, we just use 4 sets of Yoda clips to get through.
And these are probably the most upsetting ones when you fail them like 2 or 3 times. You're like, no.
And lightsaber bosses in story mode can be quite a pain, but in free play, wait, do I have?
I don't think you have invisibly turned on.
Hold up.
I did wonder that. that might be useful. All right, yeah. So like, all he's gonna do is he's gonna stand in front of Darth Maul and just throw bombs at him until he goes on to his second phase.
Yeah, the other part of free play that's different to story mode is we can use any extras which are required from collecting various collectibles in this game. So things like invincibility or fast. What is he doing?
That was really weird.
He was targeting Vader for some reason.
He just really doesn't like Vader there.
Yeah, I've never really seen that before. That is very strange.
Yeah, so as Shem's doing, you can either use the force to hit back these barrels, or you can just throw a bomb at him. If you get the right angle, the bomb is definitely like... He nearly got caught on this.
That was the wickedest 1-1, I think.
Yeah, that was an...
Or 1-5.
that was a really weird Darth Maul.
And now we're going to head into the next episode. So this is Attack of the Clones. And, you know, the first part of this film, Obi-Wan went to Camino, and he did a little bit of flying. With the custom character, the game never actually checks if you can still double jump, so you can always still double jump between blaster shots. And you can gain an infinite amount of height that way. And the other beneficial reason for doing this is because lots of like later rooms are stored in this room as well. So we can just jump over here from literally the first room in the game, pull down, and this is the second to last room in the level. And we save several minutes.
Yeah, this stage is kind of long, and this just completely destroys it.
Yeah, and then we do what's known as a improper load in the boss arena for this room. And what that does is it means the floor is technically not spawned in. So that means that Jango Fett just falls through the floor and the fight ends instantly, and we just win, pretty much.
Yeah.
But we can't use the infinite jumping in every level, so of course we still need to swap to Yoda to just go through them fast. And that is a pretty difficult trick, to be honest. It is not easy in the slightest.
Yeah, like doing a few infinite jumps in a row isn't like too difficult because it is just shoot, jump, shoot, jump, shoot, jump. That was a lovely sound in my ear. But doing them over a long period of time, especially when because when the background shift, when the game loads different areas and stuff, which will happen in later levels, the game can drop inputs as well, because it can lag a little bit. But especially like when you start the second one in that level, you basically have to do it blind for a little bit. You just have to kind of go, yeah, so I hold this direction and hopefully I make it.
So this is the final level of episode 2. This is Count Dooku. So finishing off with another, I guess, kind of boss level.
Yeah.
Finish the chapter off. This one's pretty simple. You just run through a few rooms as fast as you can with Yoda, and then do a clip, and then it's Count Dooku. And then it's Dookuing time, I guess.
It's always Dooku time. Yeah, so normally meant to go around this entire room and open the door, but you can just Yoda clip straight through, go straight into the boss fight. And this is again another boss fight, but you're going to throw a bomb and then you're going to switch to Yoda because doing the Jedi Slam is actually a little bit quicker. And they're normally meant to use force on those, on like the barrels and his little like orbs that he throws at you, but you can just throw bombs at him from the other side and just kind of stun lock him there now.
Yeah, there's a 2-frame window where he can't block your attacks, and he also doesn't move, so we try and hit him in that 2-frame window as much as possible, which is why I go for the Jedi Slams, because that always will hit on the first frame.
Yeah.
That was really well done, actually.
That was a good fight, yeah.
Yeah, from boss level to boss level,
Yep.
This is another level where we select the custom character, but it's not actually due to any improper loading strats. It's rather just a very vertical level, so getting the extra height by just being able to infinite jump is slightly more beneficial to us than having Yoda in the party, since there isn't really much movement you need to do, and all the combat is just from Forlom over here. So this is actually my favorite level in the entire game, Defense of Kashyyyk, and the main reason for that is because of these jumps. So this works by magic, and also the fact that the collision for the bridges is always there, even if you don't push them down. So by just using Yoda, you can jump around the edge and just land on where the collision is and just skip all the challenges related to bringing the bridges down. It's honestly not that difficult, but it can be pretty finicky sometimes with the ledges. So all of this level is just trying to optimize your Yoda movement, which I find really satisfying, and also trying to optimize your strats with the Invisibridges. And there's also some other cool things coming up. So in the next room, I believe, we're going to be on the beach, as it is now known. So after we turn down here, so this is the beach, which you will see why, especially since we only have the game audio.
Yeah, but you just get to hear the beeps all day.
Yeah. So this little jump here, there's an invisible wall stopping us from getting over, but what we can do is we can go under.
There we go.
And then go over again, which is surprisingly precise. But yeah, it always feels satisfying to pull off. So if you go too high, you're obviously going to bonk into the invisible wall and fall down. But if you go too low, you're not going to have enough height to get over. That looked like it was too low, but I got pretty lucky with it.
Yeah, you kind of got to be able to go for the backup of standing on the target, which was something I saw like not too long ago, and I was like, that's genius. Like if you miss it, you just land on the target, but that's still difficult to do because the target isn't exactly like the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah, and then one door clip to get through here so we don't have to wait for our AI partner.
Yeah, that one's another one where you just cry if you fail it, because like then your partner just walks up behind you and you're like, well, I may as well not bother anymore.
Then just use the force on here and wait for a little bit for the level to end. And that is Kashyyyk. Very satisfying level to pull off. And a lot of pretty unique things as well. But we're going back to the custom character for Ruin of the Jedi. For the absolute smallest time save from any moon jump in the game, it saves, I think, 8 seconds and is one of the hardest. But the Yoda strats also suck in this level, so either way, you're not having a fun time. So just pull open that door slightly, and when it's closing, it's not got the collision, so you can just run through. And then we go into one of the sub-rooms. So this is where a mini-kit is usually spawned. But from here, we can just do a little bit of jumping, get out of bounds.
Yeah, so this one's actually a surprisingly, like, annoying one to do. Your only point of reference about where you are is, like, your, where your shots are. And you're trying to basically get to a particular point, and then you want to land, basically, if I remember correctly, in a loading zone, which takes you to the next part of the stage.
Yeah, literally the final room.
Yeah. No, there's a little bit.
I got into the room there, but I got the lag frame from the room transition, so I just dropped my jump.
Yeah.
And had to fall back down again, unfortunately. That is a risk of these strats, is sometimes you can just lose your run for seemingly no reason.
There you go, you got through and you can drop in transition. Now, actually, surprisingly, hitting this trigger can sometimes be really annoying as well.
Yeah, that trigger is pretty damn small, actually.
I've seen many runs where you get there and you're like, yeah, I did it, and then you just fall straight through and nothing happens. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so you kind of want to aim for one of the little mini-kits there and hope that the game wants to let you through that time. Luckily it did, so that wasn't too slow, all things considered. So this is a kind of unique level in that anytime you die, you get brought back right to the end of the room, or right to the start of the room. And this one's kind of unique because it's got a time limit. You think I can get out of this room in 45 seconds?
It might be tough, to be honest with you.
49 seconds.
Oh, yeah, 49, okay. That might be a little bit easier.
Yeah, if it was 45,
if 45,
I'm not
you'd be done. All right, so you're meant to go through this and like move all the pillars and all this other stuff, but yeah, you can just slide off a pillar and you go straight through the door.
Yeah, you could ask me why that works, but I'm not actually.
I honestly don't know either. Like it's just one of those like weird clips. You can kind of do it with the bombs that the bounty hunters throw as well, which you sometimes have to do.
Yeah, and as we head into the original trilogy, this is a very iconic scene from the first Star Wars film, and I'm sure this is an accurate recreation of what really happened. So Princess Leia did some things, and then she did a little jump onto a lever and started jumping.
Yep, just go straight over the ship to get to where she needs to go.
See, if this actually happened in Star Wars, I'm sure it would be a lot more. Oh, it would be a much bigger series.
Yeah.
Like, who wouldn't want to watch this?
If they just started infinite jumping over everything.
Yeah, but we still need to clip, and we don't have Yoda, so we're going to have to use a little detonator clip there. So this works similarly to the one in the last level, where we kind of want to slide down like that.
That was a really weird one.
Yeah.
We have a $10 donation from 2D SVD. And I would love to read this out as intended. I won't try, but the comment says, Lego Yoda death sound. Thank you very much for your donation.
All right. Oh, we got one in good. All right, so to get over these pits, you can do, like, you could do the extended attacks, then jump, as we said earlier, when you attack. Even if you attack, like, off a platformer and you're still in the air, you're still counted as grounded, which is why you can jump out of it. So yeah, these mud pits do kill you, but there are ways to get over all of them without doing the intended thing. So what you're meant to do is you're meant to like pump the moisture out of it, and then they become like hard and they don't kill you.
My depth perception was slightly off there.
Yeah, you really
missed the bush.
Yeah, you just completely whiffed it.
It's fine. We're just getting more
Yoda death sounds.
So this is you're meant to do a little puzzle to open that, but you can also just pull it from straight through. Like, I guess they just never even thought to try it.
Yeah.
Because it's not something you need to set up or anything. You just kind of do it and it works every time. And then in this final room, we're just gonna, flip into the ending trigger.
Yeah, rather than doing anything that we're meant to. Oh no. There you go. Cool.
I was nervous because I knew the death sound was coming.
You just didn't want to hear it.
Ooh, Death Star Escape. This is another cool one.
Yes, yes. I actually like this level quite a lot. Like there's quite a number of things that go into it.
So first up, we're going to see a new type of clip. This is a ceiling clip. It's a very tight window, but yeah, you can sometimes just squeeze through ceilings if your positioning is good enough. And that lets you clip into the next room, which is, yeah, pretty nice. That clip is pretty weird because if you do it incorrectly, you'll just be clipped back into, or you'll load back into the room you were before. And then there's also an invisible ledge here for some reason that you can just walk across. Then if you fly across with R2, that's just the loading zone to the penultimate room in this level. So you can just jump across and, yeah, get through really easy like that. And then from here, unfortunately, we've got no skip to get the Death Star early.
Yeah.
So we've just got to do it all casually.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are very good at clipping forward, but not downwards.
Yeah. Or at least intentionally downward.
Yeah.
So something that is different to most individual episodes, I'm starting this off with episode 5 first, which basically is just to optimize the amount of time we spend in the cantina using Yoda movement rather than other characters like the slow custom character.
Yeah. As I mentioned, before, you can technically by the leaderboard rules, you can do the episodes in any order you want. But you have to take into consideration how much cantina. That was a really good clip. You have to take into consideration how much your cantina movement is going to come into play. So there are some routes which I can do this, but then you can't because you have to think about the amount of time you're going to be spending walking around as either the custom character or Yoda.
And what I'm using here, I'm using quite a lot of quad jumps in this level and triple jumps in order to just extend my distance over gaps and get over nice and easy like that. So like here, doing 2 attacks, and then as soon as I do the second one, cancel it with a jump so I don't fall too far, and then do another jump to just get all the way across. And then we're gonna fight against Darth Vader. He's come to Dagobah or something. And we're just gonna ignore him because
we can just leave him be. He's fine. He can stay there.
And that's Dagobah done. So I'm actually going to go for a strat I learned this morning in this level.
Oh, nice. Okay, so there we go.
Damn it!
Then you didn't get the.
I missed the loading.
You missed the loading zone. Oh no! We got hyped too early, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, so what he's doing here is he's gonna he's like inputting some inputs, then character swapping, and then he's gonna character swap while going over and hopefully hit the loading zone.
This is not being my friend. Oh,
there we go. There we go. We got that time. There we go.
So that is you need to when you're doing your single jump Jedi attack, so like a Jedi slam, it boosts you up slightly, and if you character swap on this frame that begins. Basically what happens is it stores the slash for when you swap to that character next. So if we do it with Darth Vader and then do it with Yoda as well, and then swap to both of them in quick succession, it basically just allows us to, with the next character, just get a bunch of extra height. And yeah, we can use that to clip through ceilings and then clip into the loading zone. And then we're gonna do a reverse clip here. So we wanna clip through into here. Okay, we're not gonna do
Oh no, absolutely not.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes the AI just isn't there to help you out to get out of that. Otherwise, you have to do a reverse clip, and it's one of those ones which is very annoying to fail because like you are stuck in that room until either the AI comes and stands there, or you get the clip out.
So this will be the final custom character level of the game. This strat is called Handlessless because there was an old one called Handless, and then we found this one which was even faster and even easier. So this is Handlessless. So we're just going to do a little bit of jumping away from where we're supposed to go, and in a few seconds' time we will be reaching the transition area and the lag frame for the next area. So it'll be changed to a very sunny scene, and I will fall to my death because I dropped my inputs.
Yep. As I said before, when the lag frame happens, you can drop your inputs. So unfortunately, you do have to go back to the start of the jump sequence there because you haven't landed on the ground. So, cool. You didn't get hit by the lag frame that time. So,
it was close.
It was close, yeah.
Got through. But it's not over yet. We still need to find the loading zone, so it should be about here.
There it is. Yeah, cool. And that loads this other area.
This is the penultimate room yet again. And then we can just do a little bit of jumping around to get into, into this area. And then we can just do some more jumps through the final room and reach the end of the level.
Yeah. If you get Yoda here, you can just like Yoda move through, but like, yeah, if you don't, you can just like infinite jump over everything.
So this is another one of my favorite levels, Battle of Endor or whatever it's called. But this one has a frame-perfect trick where we want to use self-destruct on R2 and swap on the same frame. And what that does is it will store the invincibility frames of R2, and that allows us to just skip through the death plane and go into the loading trigger like that, and yeah.
Yeah, because like normally, if I remember correctly, you do the puzzle and then like a lift comes up and takes you down or something.
Yeah,
and,
if you try to go down before the lift, it'll just...
Yeah, just there's just a death plane there that disappears.
So this is now the final level of the game, Jedi Destiny, and this is a pretty evil one.
Yeah, this level is kind of pretty difficult. So he's going to try and continuously hit Palpatine here between both the two Yodas without getting shocked by the Force Lightning. And then he needs to try and keep the AIs together a little bit because your partner can get a little bit confused. It's after like this bit normally. And sometimes they just get left in the dust and you just can't find them. And without the partner, you can't swap to continue to hit Palpatine.
So yeah, we have to build up this fan to get up to his next area. We just run around this one big room, trying to chase him down and just get through as much of him as possible. So that was a very good first phase, since he didn't actually do any Force Lightning to us. So now we just have to get through second phase. And hopefully the AI they follow me here, so I can just keep on hitting him.
Yep. And if you have good enough movement, unlucky, you just slightly off there.
Yeah, if you're really good with it, you can just do that all with one character and you don't even need the AI.
Yeah.
But I just barely missed it there. So that's what happens when you miss. He'll just give you some Force Lightning and you have to swap to your AI partner to hit him back. And that's how this fight is meant to go, but yeah, we can just skip as many phases as possible. And that's what a good level in this, or a good like time in this level is all about, just getting as many of those skips as you can. So whilst we're waiting for the AI to come over, we're just gonna set up some things for later on, and then run back to make sure he's not lost. Is he lost?
He might, oh no, he's there. Okay. That's actually not too bad.
He was just being slow.
He was just being slow, yeah.
Like, this one, we have to let Palpatine hit us, but we can just swap, and then the next phase, hit him again before he wants to like Force Lightning us. Pull the lever. Hopefully the AI Yoda will follow up here. Thank you.
He is, because sometimes he just doesn't, and you're just like, why? And then just drop back down and try and get him onto it again. Okay, so last 3 hits. Time is at the end of this level.
Yeah, after it fades to black is when time is. So this is now the final hit. Just need to let him shock us one more time. Swap to Yoda as he comes towards us. And that is time. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much from Rebel for commentating. And thank you very much for Tech for helping set this 3DS capture up. It is a pretty evil thing to set up sometimes. So yeah, thank you very much for bearing with that. 43, still underestimate, so we take those. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone in the LEGO Speedruns community. They're all really cool. If you want to learn this run, I would definitely recommend it. It is a lot of fun, I'd say. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. See ya.
Thank you for that showcase. We will be back after a short intermission with